out there, YouTube? Double D here with Tournage du Bois. Welcome back. So at the Mulvane Art Show this summer, I sold a piece of mine. It was the first hybrid little dish I ever did, and I was asked to make a fruit bowl about 9 inches across, 3 to 4 inches deep, give or take, in the same way. So with basically extra pieces that I had laying around with some cobalt blue and black resin, but it was the first hybrid piece I ever did. So this is what we're going to do. We've got some conglomeration pieces around. We're going to hot glue some little piece of walnut in the bottom of the 5-gallon bucket, and then we're going to get the other stuff dumped in, mix up the resin, throw it in the pressure pot. So let's get going. So we got our 5-gallon bucket. We got this piece of walnut. I'm going to hot glue this to the bottom of the piece so that it sticks down. It is pretty lightweight, so it will absorb a little bit of the resin, which is perfectly fine though. But this way we can get this stuck down to where it won't float up, and we will be able to get that going. So what I'm trying to do is get as much filler material on the middle part of the bowl where there won't be as much, well, it's all going to get cut out. So just trying to get as much of that filled in as I can, just so I use a little bit less resin and less waste that way. Still going to take a good bit of resin, but I think that's at least a decent start for filling in for parts that are just going to get cut out. So just a little bit less. And I know that these sweet gum seed pods don't take up a lot of space because they're hollow inside, so there's going to be resin that gets inside of those. But that's one thing that she really liked about the piece, was the sweet gum seed pods. So keep that in mind, but just filling in. And I know that this is deeper than what I have to have it, which is perfectly fine, because I'll just cut off any excess that I don't need to get it where we need to go. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue on here just to hold some pieces in place, hopefully keep them from floating up a little bit. And that'll of course help hold some of it down below as well, which is perfectly fine by me. All right, so we're going to be mixing our resin with part A and part B of the Alumilite Clear Slow. Now this does give us a 12-minute working window to get this mixed before it begins to cure. The nice thing is to mimic what I did with the original pieces. I'm not going to sit and let it heat up to avoid swirling, because I didn't do that with the original piece because I wasn't sure or didn't know about that process. So we're just going to get this mixed up, separate it out, get the two colors in. I'm not going to use any alcohol inks. Just going to use the Cobalt Diamond Blue from Black Diamond and the Black Diamond from Black Diamond, as those are the exact two colors that I used. So we're going to get this mixed up and get it going. So just over 1,000 grams, 1,004 to be exact. And 1,004. So as we mix it, we're going to watch until it goes pretty much clear. What I'm doing here is just scraping the sides just to make sure I get as much of the resin off the walls as I can. right, so I've got that mixed up. Now I'm going to just separate this out so I'll have the two different colors separated. And the cobalt blue was a little bit translucent. So we're just going to put in 1 scoop of the blue because I want to keep it a little bit translucent. And the black was also translucent, so we're going to do a little bit of the black also. That way the colors can swirl and you'll still kind of be able to see through them a little bit. All right, so we got that blue mix. Now let's get the black. And then get it under pressure. And if I end up needing to do another pour, I certainly will. I did sanding sealer off camera. Haven't been talking much because I am wearing my full face respirator with my the powered one from Peak, and I'll put a link to that respirator down below so you can see it. So I'm not doing a lot of talking, but really happy with how this is turning out. Got to smooth this back out, and then we'll get the outside sanded and get it flipped around. Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that project where we have our fruit bowl done similar to how we did the first ever resin casting. It's not quite finished. I am going to do one more coat. I've done 4 coats now of the resin just because of some air bubbles that popped up. I want to do one more coat just to make myself happy with it. Then I'll laser engrave it and fill in the bottom. But overall, we are done. We've got nice coloring. We have a little bit of translucency in the resin, which is what I was going for because that's how I did that very first one. I'm going to put a link to that video right up here in the corner if you want to go see that very first one I did. If this is your first time here, please do consider subscribing. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. Either way, leave a comment, feedback down below because that's how I get better and that's how I grow as a wood turner. Really enjoyed making this. This was a custom order, so I hope that the customer will be very happy with it as well. And at any rate, we'll catch you all next time.